Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here, gonna be reacting to Talentless Nana, chapter 107, titled Talentless vs. Talentless Part 2. So yeah, cover page is Nana, Sachiko, Kyoya, and Sorano, all in like white capes, like hiding themselves while looking determined and shocked. But alright, now, last chapter ended off with Tsuruoka calling out Nana. He says, Hiragi, I want to know what you're after. What did you see before you saved those talented? I'm sure you're curious about my intentions too. Why don't we try talking before we try killing each other? Okay, and so yeah, I guess, or no, he stands up and goes over to the window and says, If you insist on running and hiding from me, we will stop providing food to the residents of the camp. This is the meeting place. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., meet me face to face. I'm looking forward to it. And so, yeah. Sachiko, Nana says, Sachiko, I need your help again. She says, you want me to teleport you in? It's like, no problem. I got a good look at the room on the screen. But, yeah, Sorano's like, hey. I think that's saying her name, right? You have to take me with you this time. He never said not to go alone. Or he never said you had to go alone. She says, no. She says, this is Tsuruoka we're talking about. He says he just wants to talk, but he can't be trusted. Kyoya's like, true, we can't all go. What if we get captured? And so, like in her name says, but Kiyomi, I think is her name, says, but what good will come from meeting with him? I know he threatened the residents, but we're getting them out of here anyway, so what does it matter? Nana says, some good will come of it through this, which is the little camera. She says, we're going to find Rin no matter what. But yeah, then she says, I need to be alone for a bit. I need to think. And so out goes out of the room. And so yeah, Sarno's like, not Sarano, Sarno. Sarno's the Windblade girl. Psycho. Yeah, that's her name. Sorry about that. Says, hey, how does Sis know Tsuruoka anyway? And Kyo's like, and Psycho, however you say it. So it seemed like he really got to her, and Kyo says, well, I don't know. She's like, hey. Kyo's like, I don't know. So we have to leave it in Haragi's hands. And she says, but she always tries to shoulder things by herself. And Kyo's like, there's something about that broadcast. Haragi probably knows it too. And she's like, stop leaving everything to her. That Red says, well, we'll be on standby if anything happens. We can use telepathy to keep in contact. And Akira says, oh, right. I heard from Fuko. Kyoya, despite your amnesia, you never given up on finding your sister. That's so touching. Wow, you make much more sense now. And Akira's like, I have a little brother too, but yeah. It's like he's not too pleased about letting Nana go alone, I guess. Understandably. So yeah, Hiragi, and then we got Soroka. Hiragi will use Sachiko Maizono's teleportation ability to get here. I want you to stay back against the wall as soon as you see them open fire. And the soldier said, yes, sir. Says you'll only have a moment. If you're spotted, Hiragi will immediately teleport away. I know you're still green, but this is an important job. Cowards here don't have the balls for it. And so yeah, the time hits. And Shiro's like, what's wrong? Why aren't you? And yeah, Nana's like behind with the knife to his throat. Teleports behind him, I guess. Says, I knew you'd have someone waiting for me. Since you told me to come here instead of the camp's headquarters, you even brightly lit the room. You wanted me to teleport in. catch a teleporter, you have to trap them. I asked this just to confirm. How did you know I was sitting at the desk? According to our intel, Sachiko Maizono can only teleport to places she can visualize in her mind, but how did you use that to sneak in behind me? We used the veranda. Yeah, veranda. Teleported in early, checked where the blind spot was, and then waited and watched. Once we saw you take the seat, teleported behind you. So what if the curtain had been closed? If we couldn't see you, or if you didn't show up, we would have left. Yeah, sort of like, impressive. That's the pleasantries over with. And then, yeah, Suro says, it's been about 3 years, hasn't it? I had to make sure you hadn't lost your edge. And so, yeah, tells the guards to wait outside. Says, kill me or Ren Onodera dies. Besides, didn't you give up killing? Well, you slit the throat of the man looking to talk things out. Of a man looking to talk things out, and then tells them to sit. So, yeah, they put the gun and the knife on the table. So he says, first question, are you really planning to break out all the residents in the camp, including the clan of this camp, including the talented? And then Don says, why do you think I won't just take the talented? So yeah, he says, I used the threat of starvation to get you here. That it works means you feel a responsibility for everyone living here, not just the talented. That's just the method, then. You'd have to use teleportation, and the only vehicle big enough for that many people would be the service gate train. Are you going to steal it? And then, yeah, she says, I'm not going to answer that. And so, yeah, she says, is Ren Onodera safe? And he says, of course. Since we had some rats sniffing about, we had to transfer her. Nana says, I want to see her for myself. And Suro says, you think I'll let you? And Nana says, what if? I told you that her being dead would mean us leaving the camp immediately. He says, all right. And so, yeah, gets up, Nana pulls up, puts her hand in her pocket, says, only Hiragi gets to look, stay there, Maizono. Move and I kill the hostage. And so, yeah, they go, get to see her, she's in the cell. So, yeah, Nana says, I want to speak to her, I only know what Ren looks like. So, yeah, it's fair enough, she could be a fake. And he says, talk. Yeah. It's like pulls the camera up slightly to where you can see it through the fingers. And then Soroka turns it off. So satisfied, Ren Onodera is alive. But yeah, she says, I couldn't get a picture, but there'll be another chance. I'll make one. Ooh, alrighty. So yeah, Nana, C, and Rin. Sachiko and her teleporting in to Soroka, taking him hostage for a second was quite something. But yeah, overall, I think it was a pretty good chapter. Hope y'all enjoy it. Pretty quick one this time, but yeah. Quick negotiations, and so leave a like on the video, sub the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. So